Hey, hey there. Happy Monday, Martin Luther King Day, DTLA. Beautiful. I walk over to the historic core, Figueroa. Some of the last Christmas decorations still up. No shame. Maybe a little shame. I did definitely take my Christmas tree down. I hope you guys are enjoying Martin Luther King Day. A day, hey mountain bike, hey Cariopolis, a day dedicated to volunteering. Mark, good afternoon. Which I am not doing any volunteering, but here I am, live streaming. Kind of a public service, right? Kind of memory keeping for DTLA. Honestly, at some point, someone will be able to go back, maybe at the end of this year or the following year, and just like choose a random date for DTLA and be able to get a picture from somewhere down here. I guess they could already do that. I was kind of impressing myself for no reason. But anyway, you get the drift. Hey Charlie, the mic is clicking a little. Alright, I wish I didn't know that because I don't know why. Is it still clicking a little? Let me plug the... Hang tight for 1 second. Let me know if that fixes the clicking. Joseph is an audio engineer, and I'm not being like facetious. Like, he hears clicking where there is not, but like most of the 99.9999% of the time, he is correct. So I always edit my videos, my members' videos, and then I give it to Joe to fix. I think I do a high reflection, do a pretty nice job for a first pass. But it's always great to get a second opinion on something. Hello, Tim. Guys, thank you for being here. So, sweet Lady Jane. I can't believe they were open on Christmas Day and they still have the banner up. I think that's something worth not maybe celebrating, but only if they were open till like 12 on Christmas Day to fulfill people's orders. People who were poor at planning or last minute Christmas events. I could see that. Let me know if any of you are seeing this vertical. Yesterday we vertically streamed and it was kind of a kooky experience because I got rubies. They were actually rubies, not jewels. I looked it up today. I started early, that's why. I only stream horizontal, but recently YouTube allowed you the opportunity to create both a vertical and horizontal stream. I'm not doing anything any different than I've done from the start, but I guess YouTube kind of like just center edits it. And that's what they did yesterday. I couldn't find hide nor hair of it, but it certainly happened. I didn't see it saying Jules, but somebody asked if I got the Jules. I think that was JB, perhaps. And I looked up today, and I did receive a number of rubies. So, I don't know. If it's vertical, let me know. That was really fun. I don't know what I'm going to do with those rubies. But I did see a lady on Antiques Roadshow with some rubies from like the Russian Empire, and they were worth a pretty penny. Vertical means like a TikTok. So I've been going strictly horizontal because originally we started off as like a 4K channel. My computer couldn't handle 4K, and live stream I thought was going to be more fun, which it absolutely is. So I've always wanted to just like do it for TV, which is how I watch YouTube. So I show it like a movie. But the kids these days, and that's how you can tell an old YouTuber from a young YouTuber, do it where their camera is like portrait, like TikTok. Which the only time I've ever done that was when I was in the car, I think. And maybe one other time, like a couple times. I don't like it. I feel like it's less immersive, but I don't mind people watching that way if that's the way they want to watch. And YouTube now lets you turn on this switch that will show it both ways. And I've turned it on like a bunch of times, but I don't think it's ever shown vertically until yesterday. Right, that's why I wouldn't want to watch, personally, I wouldn't want to watch something that way, but I'm also like, I'm old. I love to say that, but I think I'm just, I prefer the screen when it was a sideways rectangle. I haven't switched. I'm still using Prism. I really like Prism for a couple of reasons. I was actually thinking of switching to something different than Moblin. And now I've forgotten the name of that because about that. I was thinking of switching to Larix Broadcaster because it's really professional. But I really love me some of the bells and whistles that our good friend Prism allows. And also, I don't know, I just kind of am used to using it, and I don't know. I'm all about fixing things that are broken, but sometimes things work okay. So on YouTube, it's a brand new setting that you turn on. It's called Dual Stream, and it's kind of impossible to find, well, especially the way that I broadcast. The switch is hidden in the YouTube Studio, which is something I never use. It's something that if you were like streaming from home, you would probably use all the time. But essentially, Prism is my YouTube Studio. So what I have to do before I go on is go into the YouTube Studio and switch it on. Which I've done a couple times. It's just never done that broadcasted in the vertical feed till yesterday. I want to know how it looked. I couldn't find it. Anyway, I don't know if I'm one to fix the country. I think we all need to work on that. I like to go to the laundromat lately, even though it's like $5 more than washing in my building, because I don't know, it's like getting out of the building. We work from home unless I'm walking through the city. And they were watching nothing on the laundry, and I can't remember, a lady came over and said to Joe, "Oh, so much going on." And my response was like, "Oh, you can't really do anything about it." There's a little more conversation in there. And then I felt super stupid for saying you can't really do anything about it, because you can really do something about it if you don't like it. At least we can now. No more Christmas tree. It's all gone. We're gonna walk over there in a little bit. I should have called this the GTA 5 walk. It is absolutely gorgeous down here today. I'm wearing my classic Bart Simpson ensemble, navy shorts. I don't know what color. Oh, Bart has a red shirt or an orange t-shirt. I can't remember. I'm wearing a gray t-shirt with navy shorts. It is my summertime look. I've worn these shorts. I have 2 identical pair so many times that they really are a very nice pair of shorts that look like I don't want to say thrashed, because they're not thrashed. Those people were so nicely dressed. They just look a little worn out. Right? Where are the Valentine's decorations in this city? Where's this city spirit of love? It's weird, Valentine's Day was a holiday started by greeting card companies, and like, does anybody really do greeting cards anymore? I think I got a total of 3 Christmas cards. I used to get maybe 5, but now, this year I got 3 Christmas cards. Beautiful photo Christmas cards.
Yeah, and then the next few ones are women.
You never know. Actually, check it, please.
That could be Valentine's Day. It's jewelry, though. I shouldn't tell all my secrets, but I was looking for a part-time job, and somebody was looking for basically a glorified secretary down here, and for some reason, I applied for the job. The benefits were, I just don't want a full-time job. The benefits were kind of nice. Whoa. Holy cannoli, that's a lot of jewelry. The benefits were, they've got everything there. A Rolex, a Lion, a Versace. I'm probably making them nervous, that's rude. Anyway, it's a jewelry store. I forgot these places kind of get ROBBED. I don't know why I just spell that all the time. Anyway, and all the Jewish holidays off. I've never had a job that had all the Jewish holidays off. I don't think I'm what they're looking for, but I have a suit. And then I thought about it, actually, like, what if I worked at a jewelry store and it got robbed? I wouldn't even know what to do. Take everything. I haven't worn my suit in so long that I don't even know if I can wear it. I'm sure it fits, but I feel like it's been on the hanger and the dry cleaning bag and smushed up against something so bad or for so long that I'm gonna have to have it dry cleaned again. Also, nobody wears suits. I remember once I applied to work at Fred Siegel when I first moved here. It's a department store, very cool Los Angeles department store on Melrose. And I was applying to like work in the home department, like home decor department. And I went into the interview, and I could say this really, the biggest queen interviewed me. And he was all casual. He was probably like 60, but dressed like, and I'm not dissing that, you know, but dressed like way cooler than I am. This was like 20 years ago. He was wearing like Diesel. And I went to this interview. I just moved here from Boston, maybe within the past year and a half. And I went to this interview in like a Brooks Brothers, like, pair of khakis. And then some guy's gonna hit me. I'm gonna walk on the sidewalk, but I don't want to film those people. So, and like little Brooks Brothers thing, and I remember he looked at me in the interview and he's like, "You would never have to dress like that here." Like I wore a tracksuit or something. Anyway, I didn't get the job. And I didn't stop dressing like that. So this is like a food court for a department store that's just not here anymore. Pretty cool, huh? St. Vincent Court. It's one of those places that actually, I think, requires you to smoke cigarettes. Oh my gosh. I'm missing out on some of the chat because I'm trying not to get hit by cars or film people who are doing deals or playing tiddlywinks. I forgot it's I didn't forget it's a holiday, but I forgot it's a holiday where like normal people don't work, just like retail people work. I'm missing out on some of the conversation because of the glare and my screen being very low. Right? It is a cool street. So if you said something particularly sad or horrible, that's terrible to hear. I saw a quick thing about a niece's graduation card getting stolen. St. Vincent Court it's called. Anyway, one time I got the lunch special from this place. It was wholly worth $8.99 that I paid for it. Dude, if I step on a pigeon, it's all over. I mean, that pigeon will wriggle under my foot, scare the living tar out of me. All right, here we go. I keep forgetting to turn my watch on. I'm gonna turn it on right now. How many miles did we do yesterday, Joe? It's a 9.2. Here's our Valentine's decorations. Finally, Valentine's decorations. I'm sorry to hear about that. Look at the beautiful Valentine's bears. They're sleeping on the roof. Oh my god, have I told you guys that cops are using parakeets instead of sirens now? It's insane. You guys, thanks so much for being here. I really want to take a second to say, I forget to do this when Joe's not here as much, but please like, subscribe, and chat. It really helps us with the algorithm. We really appreciate it. It's like a hug without touching. And we really, very 2026. Please give us that hug. Also, wanna give a shout out to my members. Except not before that goes by. This is a skinny one. It gets really hard. I don't want to have that many members. But honestly, anyway. Thank you so much, members, for your support. So nice, we'll do it twice. Every time I put it into Prism, no matter how I format it, I have to reformat it in here, and it's so tiny on my phone screen. I didn't want my crow's feet to get any more crow-like. So let me thank you one more way. I always get afraid that this drops something off, but I cannot thank you enough, members, for really supporting the channel. Alright, we could have been peeking in the window at Clifton's, which still has Christmas decorations. Alright, let's walk up Broadway. We're gonna dip back down Broadway before we head to City Hall. Ranch. And again, thank you for being here and enjoying this human content while we still have humans creating content. Wow. I don't think that has been there before. Oh, we love Eric Andre. Truly love Eric Andre. Now I get the reference. We also, you guys, we did have hot dogs for dinner last night. No, we'll walk past the Bradbury for sure. It's one of my faves. I used to... Oh. Hey, happy MLK Day. Welcome to DTLA. It's a beautiful day. across the street. Over here on this side street, I really love signs. I used to have a Tumblr that just had pictures of signs on it, and this is one of my the beeper sign. I mean, $6.95. I don't ever remember a beeper being that cheap. So it's like $6.95 a month. Hey Georgie. Hey, welcome all. Sorry I missed anybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I wish they would light that up just one more time. Or I'll come back out. Yes, we're probably going to walk in that direction because we're going to go to City Hall. We're just doing a nice downtown walk. Showing off Los Angeles on this beautiful day. And horizontally, thank you so much. Because if anybody's watching vertically, let me know. Absolutely. I like when people have a bell or some kind of warning. Exactly. Joe likes to sing an Olivia Newton-John song sometimes. It's not physical though. It's Let It Shine. No, I'm kidding. I don't know if he wants me to tell you his Olivia Newton-John secret. Siren, but we didn't see what made the siren. You know what? There's a guy in San Francisco, Roy, and he live streamed the celebration of Bob Ware. Right, that's what I'm... Faraway sirens don't count. The only, oh my god, I love Let Me Be There. Like, the backup vocals are so fun to sing in my deep singing voice. Let me be there. Sorry. Joe loves Don't Stop Believin', but I love the ones where jump. Oh, the Gatlin brothers. Oh, me too. I feel like up until I was like in my mid-teens, like she was making music and I was hearing it. Oh my gosh, let me know if we're buffering or stuttering. I think we're fine. That's it. Yeah, it should be all clear right about now. I remember Please Mr. Please when I was a little kid, and of course from the like ONJ Greatest Hits album, definitely vinyl album, like 4 giant pictures of her face on it. I never knew what B-17 was. I always thought it was like a song called like VE-17, like, I don't know. It made sense in my head. You know, like Edge of 17, B-17. I never realized it was the jukebox button. And so if it's B-17, it's also the B-side of another song. Maybe it was a happier song. Right? Usually oh, maybe that's not true. A-17, B-17, I guess all jukeboxes could have been different. I have no idea what I'm talking about. It's been a long time since I've seen a jukebox. I really should have re-familiarized myself with it before I started acting like an authority on them. But then it was his song, and then it was over. Like, that's the thing about that song. I kind of like the more upbeat songs though. Those slow songs like Sam. That could have been a Manilow track. We will be seeing some GTA landmarks shortly. I promise you that. Like, right up ahead, we're kind of looping around, so we walk through the historic core and do a little building and people watching to some extent. But see the sign that says Ross? You probably cannot. My camera isn't that great. We are not upgraded to the iPhone 17 yet. Yeah, there's not really a car I want to steal. I'm gonna steal this bike. That's what I would steal. The only sad part about this turning into a Grand Theft Auto game is I couldn't outrun the cops and I'd be going to jail by the end of it. I don't think they would let you do a GoFundMe for bail. And I probably wouldn't be able to drive and hold the camera Also, I might be stealing that. Not that I could take that guy, but... Hello, Bill Metrolis. It's because Xanadu, I think, that reminds you of skating. Me too, with like rainbow barrettes with ribbons. Exactly. I'd be in jail for life. I've been watching a jail show on Netflix. I forgot the name of it. But Joe will remember. We've got nothing to watch right now except for Fallout. Which we love. Don't get me wrong. It's excellent. We're not far from Figueroa, but like, I think that map is a little condensed. Here is definitely, or maybe I'm mixing it up with LA Noire, but here's the Bradbury building on the right. The $1 Million Theater on the left. The Grand Market on the left, our Grand Central Market. I like to call it a food court. It's a food court, just like the one in the Mall of New Hampshire. Everything except for an Orange Julius. Just beyond these couple blocks, you'll see the top of the City Hall building, I think, right? Let's walk through Grand Central Market. This is the only place Joe and I ever go to, is the Donut Man. It's the most affordable afternoon treat, to be honest with you. Like, you literally can get I saw a video where a lady gave away the Orange Julius recipe this morning. The secret ingredient is the best place to get a cookie is over there to the right. I don't want to carry a cookie and a coffee around right now. We just started this walk. I could go for some candy or snacks. I always spend way too much when I get these stuff. I would love the licorice all sort. Oh my god, you can get individual Starburst or gummy army candies. Alright, I'm gonna let these people and not feel like I could not work there. I would have no teeth. Stubs. I cannot control myself around candy at all. We've gotten empanadas here a couple times. They're pretty good, and also it's kind of, eating out is expensive no matter how you cut it. The empanada meal is kind of cheap. I mean, it's under $20. I think like $12.95. Uh-huh. I worry about that when my foot is paining at night. Is that the fact that I walked 9 miles and ate a donut today, or is that diabetes?
Yeah.
It's Angel's Flight. We've have ridden up it and down it, but recently, actually New Year's Eve, if you want to go back and watch, I don't know, the guy in the booth like flipped out on us. We're totally respectful. I'm totally out of people's way, non-combative. I'm not doing tricks, TikTok dances. I don't have any sexy moves that I know of, and he just like freaked out at us and I've been on it like 3 times filming it. Anyway, it's lovely. Don't pull out your camera though. Uh-oh. Because if I'm missing out on anything important, it's not because I'm ignoring you. I just don't want to trip or get punched in the face. Anything else is fine. My teeth. Dental work is expensive. It's all right. I wish there was really like somebody filming me, filming everything that I'm filming. I think it would almost be more interesting than what I'm filming, because I like jumped over a fence like this, like leaped over it to get away from him. I blocked it out. I blocked it out. I just want to show off Los Angeles in a beautiful way, and I keep getting security bites. Although he wasn't a security bite. He was just mad because he had to work on New Year's Eve. I get it. I used to be that guy, but without the mad part. But I used to be bitter about people having fun when I was working in a bar or a restaurant on New Year's Eve. Hell, when I lived in Boston, and I would work on Sundays in Copley Place, I'd be so bummed, jealous of all the like fancy gays that would come in South End of Boston and like shop at Neiman Marcus. I didn't work at Neiman Marcus. And just be snippy to you on a Sunday. I hated working Sundays. Except you got time and a half, because Massachusetts is like that. In fact, when I worked for Filene's in New Hampshire, I got paid time and a half on Sundays, also because Filene's was from Massachusetts. Let's walk through Pershing Square and then check out the Biltmore Hotel, and then sneak up through Bunker Hill, which we always love, and then head towards the Civic Center. I can't guarantee it's going to be linear. We're gonna follow a vibe, or the music, or the pigeons. Maybe not the pigeons, although those are the stairs I wanted to walk up. It makes for a great shot. I just need like a bandana. Alright. We'll do it anyway. What have we got to lose? Just the use of our lungs. Oh my gosh, I still see Santa sitting here. Alright, I will not get turded on. Do you think the ice rink is still there? Oh my god, they're not afraid of me at all. If you only knew, my list of fears, like pigeons and birds in general, is like number 4. There are a couple of ghost stories associated with Pershing Square. We should have, I might have talked about them on one of our ghost walks. So the main source of water for Los Angeles was, oh my gosh, it's Santa? What? Santa loves the weather. Also, he's not working for a couple months. I guess he could stay in Los Angeles. Anyway, ghost story. An old native woman's ghost that could be seen a few feet above the ground over here, washing their clothes in the mother ditch. The mother ditch, I think, is actually over here. Anyway, and then also there was a woman who used to sit here and feed the pigeons every day, named Pigeon Goldie. You can actually Google her. I forgot her last name at the moment, but Pigeon Goldie used to sit here. She loved the Dodgers, and she would feed the pigeons. And she lived at the Cecil Hotel. She was a operator, I think, in like her 60s, a little single old lady loving the Dodgers, feeding the pigeons, and she was unalived at the Cecil Hotel. And I've been down to Pershing Square a lot. I really haven't run into Pigeon Goldie. I hope Santa's keeping an eye on me. I definitely have been well behaved. Let's talk. So this path in the stone, I'm sure it means something. And I'll find out. I find Pershing Square to be just not the friendliest park, meaning not the friendliest park because it's all paved, almost all paved. And it used to be, oh my gosh, you guys, it used to be, this is why you should always look down. You run into things like El Barto. It's completely paved over, and it used to be like a small central park. And then they put parking under it. It's not enough shade to be a cool spot. I came here to see Missing Persons this summer perform Walkin' in LA at the 80s concert. And poor Del Bosio, she's got to be 70 something, sweating up there in a leather jacket and jeans and boots like the rocker that she is. And there's no shade. It's literally in the summertime. We'll come downtown the summertime. We'll walk through it. It's like walking through a Hot Pocket sleeve. I can't explain it, but like, you know, something to make something crispy in the microwave. It just feels like you're walking in an oven. I think I got a rash that day from the sweat, and I'm joking, but I mentioned this once, but I think I only mentioned it when we were on the other side of this. Should I try to run through this? This would be something I probably shouldn't do, and I would regret. But there's a scene from Chinatown that takes place on this. Oh, they blocked it. But you can only see it from the other side of this magnificent hotel. Let's walk around to the other side. We're gonna go that way anyway. And then we can see Checkers. I wonder what would happen if I ran through that tunnel. Yeah, it's really just, if you see the old pictures of Pershing Square, it really is like the ones from like the 1930s and 40s and 50s. It was like a lush park with trees and shade and benches. I'll post some pictures of it up, but you can also like Google them. And then in the 50s and 60s, they modernized it. I can't remember when they did this giant orange ball thing over here. I don't really understand what that is. It might just be exhaust from the parking structure down below. I don't know that people are allowed to go through it. There was a tiny little walkway. I don't think it's meant for public people. And so therefore I would be trespassing is what I like to call it, because I'm also live streaming. So trespassing. But I really try to be stream-spectful. Hey, Body Knowledge. Hey, Jaywalker. If I missed anybody, I'm super sorry. Just totally walking, trying not to trip again. Earth Bar. Oh my gosh, is that David Beckham for Earth Bar? The Verizon store, they forgot to lock it. This is really a gorgeous entryway worthy of stopping at for 1 second. The brass is a little bit much, but I kind of like the Pack Mutual sign. Or font. Verizon is my telephone company enemy. If we were streaming on Verizon, you would not be watching me right now. Sorry, I'm not going to shit all over Verizon. Terrible. In August, but I'll tell you a little story. In August, I tried Verizon for like a week. It was the worst stream. I couldn't get a connection. They told me when I called technical support, they really kept me hanging on. Oh, sometimes the antennas need to warm up. What? Oh, it takes a while for them to find you. What? They bricked my phone. Ba, 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 ba. Anyway, enough. Canceled them. They're still billing me. I sent the phones back, too. So, yeah. Scene from Chinatown. It's easier to see on this side. We're on the other side of that tunnel. That guy was probably just waiting for me to tell me that I couldn't walk through the tunnel. I wanted to throw something. Anyway, it's all over, but, Verizon. They like to send me a bill every month. And then I call them and they tell me I owe them nothing. And then the next month they send me a bill. And then I call them and they tell me I owe them nothing. And the next month they send me a bill. They're still billing me. I talked to them December 26th or something, and they said they would call me back New Year's Eve. And they didn't, but they told me I had a zero balance. Perfect. So then on January 1st, actually New Year's Day or 2nd or 3rd, we got a bill collection for Verizon. And so we called them back and was on the phone. And I don't swear, I don't scream. I do talk too much. And I do say too much. And quite frankly, I'm sure they really don't care because they don't get paid enough money. But still, to me, it's super frustrating, right? Right? The antenna needs to warm up like it's a tube TV. Okay. Anyway. So we have AT&T. Super expensive, but %95 dependable. Before that, we had Verizon, which was, not Verizon, sorry, T-Mobile, which was kind of expensive and 80% dependable. Well, you know what I say to Verizon? Screw you. I really wanted Verizon to work. I love this building, by the way, the Cal Edison building, sorry. Hey, good, how are you? Huh? Oskay! Welcome, welcome. Happy Martin Luther King Day. Happy Monday. We are in DTLA Historic Core. We're walking to Civic Center. Doing a nice little sunny day loop. The library is not open. So let's do the stairs, shall we? This one's for you, mountain bike. Well, we're not gonna follow this guy up the stairs, but I can walk up these stairs too. But I want to give this guy a little space. Books alone are liberal and free. They give to all who ask. They emancipate all who serve them faithfully. You know what I say to that? Hear, hear. Yay for that. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, let's take the stairs. We're gonna take the stairs. We're gonna be quiet. We're gonna just listen to the babbling brook. It's a Zen moment, you guys. We're right behind at the foot of the U.S. Bank. Hey, good afternoon, you guys. Oh my God.
No, okay, shut up, please.
Guess we're not the only ones. Just remember that moment. That could be our next little pop star. It's hard to miss that bank tower. This is just a sort of ominous and sort of haunted area, I feel like. And then there's that horrible market creation sign. What's that font for? It's an abomination. Anyway, I love walking up in here. So as we continue towards the Civic Center, we're gonna hit Disney. You know, I have to say, I've walked the Bunker Hill steps now a couple times. I feel like the first couple times I did them, I was just like, wah. But now I'm like, eh. Also, I stop on every level. The weather couldn't be more perfect. 74 degrees. I'm wearing a shorts and a t-shirt. A shorts and a t-shirt. And I'm right on the verge of being cold. Yes, thank you so much for being here today. If you're a lurker, love you. Welcome to Lurking. Feel free to like and maybe subscribe. We would love that. And also I want to take a sec to thank my members. It takes more than a sec because there are a lot of you. Thank you guys for your support. A new member video just came out today. We should have another one, second one by the end of the month for you. Thank you guys so much. I almost walk 10 miles a day, or 9.7 miles a day, sorry. Rounded out. So my stamina for walking up hills and lots of stairs, I think, has improved greatly over the past year. Thank you so much. We love the lurker. Thanks, Kickin'. So I read that, and you all read, I posted the article, worst tourist attraction in the world is the Walk of Fame. I almost called it the Walk of Stars. You would have known what I meant. We've never walked over to this sculpture, so I kind of want to do it. The Walk of Fame. But you know what? Los Angeles also has a ton of free museums and inexpensive museums. Whenever I look down the hill, it always gives me like a John Fonte kind of view for some reason, even though not all these buildings are Bunker Hill old. Marklar. I forgot which metric it is, but I love the one, I think it's your, hold on for 1 second. Sorry. My VO2 max, has improved like 5 points. It is 38.8, almost 39. A year ago, I mean that's in a year, it was just average. Now that's above average. It smells like cookies or donuts here. It smells delicious. We walked over to this just from the other side. It's on my Apple Watch. There are a lot of my lung capacity is usually 99 to 100%. Last time I went to the doctor, which is a year ago actually, so they wouldn't even have seen these improvements. The girl said, "Do you work out?" The first time anybody ever asked me that in my life. So I would kind of love to walk back up there, but we will. I think Joe and I were thinking about doing some group walk at some time to see how that would be, though, Jim. I would want it to live up to the hype. Oh yes, I'm gonna be able to cross here. So the only reason that this building can be here or sit here is because it wasn't always the Bank of America building, is because they have to provide this public space, this space to the public, I should say, which I see a security guard walking around. So this is one I could possibly argue about, but if he says go, we're gonna go. So there's this whole garden up here. The building is at an angle for a very odd reason as well. If I had my notes, I could pull those out. But in a previous walk, we talked about it. But it's this whole entire park, but it's built around... It's not even a security guard. I'm so stupidly paranoid. This thing, which you can also walk to, they hide the door to this. This we might not be able to go to right now because the door is through the bank or through the parking garage. So when they destroyed and tore down, oh, there's another person sitting here, and he's probably not a security guard. I just think he's got a security guard outfit on. When they tore down Bunker Hill, one of the things was they were supposed to, build this area up for the people who lived here to come back here and have public spaces and arts, and a lot of stuff was promised that never happened. And for a whole long period of time, this area was just empty. Before my time, right, so in the 60s. So a lot of buildings, especially in downtown, I forget what the code is. It's a POSS, public. But there are a bunch of little gardens, and they're all like this, and they're kind of hidden. There's one in the Disney Center. And when I say hidden, I don't mean super hidden. Like, this is totally accessible. The underground part, you have to enter through a parking garage. Hey, Tom Seeley. Thank you guys so much for being here. You know, this would be a really nice place to like grab a chunk of bread and some cheese. A bottle of Fresca. You can just sit there, eat cheese, bread, and Fresca. Actually, I don't think I can drink Fresca on account of it has grapefruit in it. But I love me a Fresca. I guess one Fresca wouldn't hurt. I think all of them built after 1970 something have to have helicopter pads on them. I think that time is over though. There's a really good movie with Anna Nicole Smith playing an a helicopter pilot, and she's landing the helicopter on the roof of a building in downtown LA. This looks like Star Wars or something over there, right? That's why I can't drink Fresca. Wait, so should I not drink it with my meds, or should I just not have grapefruit at all? I haven't had a grapefruit in so long. I love grapefruit flavor. We're just gonna look up for a second while these people fix their stuff. It's really good. Yes. Yes, 4 stars. Top-notch helicopter piloting with a full set of nails. Really? I've been avoiding grapefruit for 5 years in anything. I'm gonna get a Fresca. Do they still make Fresca? Let's take these stairs. Hey, Kaye. Thank you so much. I'm gonna stop. We're just gonna look back at where we were from. Ah, thank you so much. I honestly thought it was just like I cannot have grapefruit ever. I usually take my meds like around 5 or 6. Actually, that's not true at all. I take them before my stream, except for today I did not. Before or after my stream? Okay, those stairs for some reason just gave me rubber leg. I almost never have orange juice because of the amount of sugar it has in it. I love orange juice. If I get orange juice, seriously, we'll just slam the bottle down in a day or two. You see, I was born in Florida. It's not something I talk about too often. I've got orange juice in my veins. I don't know that I'm supposed to walk here, but pretty cool. Pink grapefruit juice. Love it. Whenever I get a cold, I get lemonade. Cool, refreshing drink. So, a quick visit to the Disney concert hall's Blue Ribbon. I wish it was a bakery. Blue Ribbon Garden. More stairs. Can you feel the burn? I can. I'm surprised that this was even open on a holiday. So it is the Walt Disney Concert Hall Community Park. I've never walked back here before. The children's amphitheater. Cute. Oh. He loved the burn.
Okay, I'll let you know when they're gonna do it and when the report is.
Just fantastic views. I think I scared them away. I did it for you guys. Right? We just walked up there. We walked up here. And up here. So many little spots with just fantastic views up here. My favorite, of course, is that building right over there. I think we're gonna skip that today because we're gonna take a right up here and walk to the Civic Center. I know that's a special spot of ours, and we like to go. Aw, I'm sorry to hear that. Was it the Angels flight? Or you mean up the Hollywood Hill? I've never seen La La Land. I'm not sure if Joe is coming to meet me. He was on like the job hunt today and kind of felt like he was on a roll. So I think he's monitoring from home. I feel kind of like it's too late for me to watch La La Land. Like it's too late for me to watch oh, thank you so much. It's too late for me to watch like Napoleon Dynamite too. Like that zeitgeist moment is over. Also, I don't love musicals. Oh my gosh. Oh, we just walked through Central Market. I would never work for a bank like Bank of America. Oh. This is made of all this like Delft blue china. Oh, really? Oh, you don't like sci-fi movies? I like all kinds of movies. I just don't care for like sequels and sequels and sequels and sequels and spin-offs and maybe Marvel movies I get a little tired of. Okay, that's a little different. Like, I really loved Calamity Jane. And I like those kind of musicals for some reason, but I just don't love musicals. But I did love the soundtrack to Calamity Jane. So for a while, after they tore down the old Bunker Hill, I mention this all the time, but this was the only building on the hill, the Music Center, which is right over here across the street from us. You can Google like the Music Center 1960s, and this is a building sitting on a dirt hill. Maybe you'll find the picture with the last two remaining houses from Bunker Hill, the Salt Box and the castle, sitting next to them. It's kind of a haunting picture. Woo, the fountains are full blast today. I don't like Western movies, but I liked that. I also liked Johnny Guitar with Joan Crawford and Mercedes McCambridge. That movie was chef's kiss. It really should be considered high art lesbian cinema. The undertones between those two women, palpable. Wow. I did not hear that. Rest in peace, Valentino. I hope. I don't really know anything about the man. I just know about the fashions. So I say rest in peace. I don't know if he was a bad guy. Yeah, I do have strange taste. I'll take it. Strange taste indeed. I think I pride myself on my sort of individualism, or what I perceive to be individualism. My strange taste. Perfect. All right, I'm setting my gimbal a charge. I don't know if Mary's here. I don't know if I'm able to even talk about Stranger Things anymore. The final episode of Stranger Things. I feel like I don't know anything about Giorgio, or I mean, I know both of them as designers. I know both of their clothes, and I recognize their names. Human beings are complicated. I celebrate their designs. I don't know anything about either one of those guys. I remember a couple weeks ago I was like, Brigitte Bardot is so cool. Because I was just thinking about her look. I didn't realize what a horrible, horrible human being they actually were. So, before I love Valentino, I just don't know anything about them. I don't want to get canceled. Hello, Argentina. I'm so sorry. Don't cry about me, Argentina. I meant to say hello. Louis Vuitton has some seriously bad stuff. Coco Chanel, seriously bad stuff. Audrey Tautou, of course I love Audrey Tautou, but you know, Coco slept with the Nazis. Or somebody's going to tell me that's wrong. I shouldn't be talking about these historical figures. Louis Vuitton was a anti-Semite. Me too. I like Levi's. They don't make my cut of Levi's anymore, but I tend to like Levi's the best. I was wearing the 5'10 skinnies. I love them. My calves are too big for them now. 5'11s are a little weird. I haven't found my Levi's groove yet, so I'm still just wearing old Levi's. I know the current trend for the past couple of years, both women and men I have seen throughout fashionable Los Angeles, has been to pull your pants up kind of higher than normal. Don't believe that is a very flattering look. I think I got a pair of 501s and I felt like they were the first pair of jeans out of prison. Like, that's what they looked like on me. Like, the stitching was so yellow, and the wash was so dark. I also don't like jeans when they've got like, they're pre-worn out, where it looks like somebody like dragged them on the ground through a little bit of bleach. I just shaved, too. My mustache is on fleek. Got a little stubble. Looking good today. I actually just don't show my face. You might accidentally see it one day, and, you know, maybe when we hit 5,000 or 10,000 subscribers, and I can buy like some mace or something to walk around with, I'll show my face. But I don't know. We don't talk about politics and much. We do sometimes voice an opinion or two. This is a labor of love for me, not something I'm rolling in the cash from. So I would love to continue to be able to do it. So I think my face is out for now, until I reach Mr. Beast level. I'm kidding. Yeah, I do it all the time. I'll tell you the real reason is I'm really vain. And in order for me to go on camera and look at myself talking, or be able to watch myself talking later, I would need to make sure that every nose hair... Look, the Declaration of Independence. We'll come back here on the 4th of July. Every nose hair was in place. Every eyebrow hair wasn't too, like, insane looking. Like, I didn't have, like, a white head somewhere, or a weird whisker growing out in the middle of my chin or forehead or whatever. Like, I'm too vain to, like, be on the camera. I watch a couple of people, and a couple people on live streaming, and all I can see is like pet hair on their hat, a nose whisker, a broken capillary. I don't think I have any of those things, but like, I feel like if you're looking at yourself that close up with the camera, you all of a sudden, I don't know, I like the way I look. I don't want to look at myself under a microscope, though. I might not like what I see. Right, I think the pink benches are... I think it's a local company called Bend that made the furniture down here. Or it's Furmob. I kind of recognize the metals, actually. I just walked out. Too late. Thank you. Alright, sorry. Thought he was... I think also the pink benches are... Try to steal one of those. But the nice thing about these benches is you actually can... They're chairs and benches, and you can move them around. So potentially you could make like a little nice bed. They feel like they're aluminized steel, actually. In Los Angeles, it is about, it's in the 70s today. I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt, but in another 2 hours, I am going to be very cold. And I'm going to wish I had a sweatshirt and pants on. So in the night, I'm wearing my jeans. I'm wearing my jeans. Daytime, shorts. Everybody was down here yesterday. There was a huge protest here yesterday while we were in Hollywood. And that's all right. I think that's why my apartment is freezing all the time, is because it's hot in the day and then it gets cold in the night. And when it gets cold fast and early. Like, what time is it right now? It's 4:07. In another hour, check the temperature. And it's gonna drop like 10 degrees. I'm gonna be sorry I'm dressed like Bart Simpson as an adult male in my 50s. Hey, Mel, buenos dias. We had hot dogs last night. We talked about hot dogs so much, we ended up getting beans and franks and had that for dinner. Disgusting. We got turkey dogs on top of it. I thought I was being slightly healthy. Low sodium turkey dogs. Tonight we're gonna have a healthy meal. No. It's like a desert temperature. I just remember, I used to watch this streamer that would do a bunch of videos, and it was just like cuts of like other people's videos and then just their take on it. Maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. I think they've been canceled since. And I noticed they're a millionaire, right? Buying a house, buying whatever. Regardless, that's neither here nor there. But they always had like lint or cat hair on them. Or dog hair. They had Pomeranians, cute little Pomeranians, but they are shitty MFs, trust me. I had a Pomeranian Chihuahua one time. Cute, smart little dog. I'm not a tiny dog kind of guy, but someone gave that to me, and sweet little guy. Anyway, there's an observation deck that you can visit here free of charge. I think LA Unknown has told me about that many, many times. My issue with doing that is I've got this whole rig to carry up there, but I think I'm gonna try some of these observation decks in the next couple months. I still do want to add Hollyhock House, but I have to do them and videotape them, or not videotape them. I have to like record them and then play them later, because I think I just lose my stream in some of these older buildings. Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that. about your fur baby. Right. Welcome to GTA IRL. Yes, thank you again. Thanks so much for being here. Walking in LA. If it's your first time or if you haven't done one of these things, please like, subscribe, chat. If you're watching later, comment or hype. We love that. I will always write back to you, or Joe will. We're heading back down towards the historic core. Historic core. I'd be afraid to, I mean, people do it all the time, but I'd be kind of afraid to put my bicycle on the front of the bus. I feel like I would do it wrong, it would fall off, and the bus would just roll over it. Remember, you guys are watching human content. Thank you for supporting human content. And lurkers, thank you for lurking and watching. We appreciate that very much. Oh my gosh. Thank you to my moderators also for moderating this. And then members, we're walking for a little bit more. I hope you don't think we're going yet. Lots more blocks to see as I make my way back towards my train stop. We haven't even looked at the Bradbury building yet. So, Spring Street. And walk back towards Broadway. Seems to be kind of the busier street that we've walked on today. Right? I would be like, that wasn't my bike. Huh? I didn't do it. We'll probably go to Santa Monica. Actually, so we'll take the train to the beach. That's the most efficient way to go. And we'll either go to Santa Monica and then walk to Venice and back. Or we could go to Long Beach. What I will do is, I don't think Joe has done the Long Beach walk. We'll do a members poll right after that. We're gonna go to Runyon Canyon also, which is a hike that you guys have been axing about this week as well. You don't want to go to Long Beach, Joe? Maybe we should do a poll. You've never been to Long Beach. Long Beach is a little more, how can I put it? It's a little more elegant of a walk. Santa Monica is more people and people watching. Oh, it smells so good over here, like that Indian restaurant. It's not an Indian restaurant though. It smells like a sweet, sweet, delicious curry. It smells like the Fabo round cake souffle, or round whatever, croquette. Well, we gave up cars. We gave up our car in October. We used to drive to Venice and walk from Venice to Santa Monica and back. It's a nice 5-mile walk. But now, with no car, we just take the train to Santa Monica and walk to Venice and back. That's what we did at Christmas time. Or a couple times, which is really lovely. A really lovely, lovely walk, actually. When we live kind of in that Los Feliz area, we've kind of gone to the old historic neighborhoods in Los Feliz. You can't go too far up Beechwood because you start to lose your connection, your signal. So there's some things that are better served by just a member video. We're just gonna cut through here because I feel like it. Right? It's Monday. No one gets paid till Friday. I don't think I want a car. What I found was that for the year before we gave up the car, I was just making my car payment, my lease payment, and my insurance payment every month. And then I was driving the car maybe every month. We're talking about 5, maybe 10 miles. And then it got to the point where one month I didn't drive it at all, and then I got into it and it told me that I need to sorry, I just saw that. It told me I needed to keep it running for a little bit so the battery would charge. And I was like, that's it. I probably shouldn't be making a lease payment and an insurance payment every month. We're walking towards Broadway. The Bradbury building is right up here on the left. It's very plain looking. All the va-va-voom of the Broadway, of the Bradbury, sorry, is on the inside. Your number one thing that you love most about America? How easy it is to adopt a pet. That's my guess. It's pretty easy to adopt a pet. We have pretty good public transportation for sure in Los Angeles, and Joe and I do not need a car. I don't want to tell you what we were paying, but what we were flushing down the toilet every month for a nice car that we didn't drive. Joey. More like Azriel. Absolutely. Hey, have a good night. Oh my god. Aqua Molina. The public laundromat. Tell me why that is your number one favorite thing about America. I really love the laundromat also. Especially the laundromat that I currently go to. We have one in our apartment building, but the laundromat is a little more expensive. And it's just cleaner, and I feel like my clothes get cleaner there also. But you know what I love about the laundromat? Well, the one that we go to right now is really close to our home. So I can run home after dropping the wash. But if it's far enough away, it's kind of stupid to walk back and forth. So you can just read a book, veg out, I guess go on your phone. I actually like taking a book to the laundromat. In fact, it's like the only time I read that book, which I'm maybe on page 45 of, and I've had it since January. Monday through Friday, you can usually pop in there. They're very accommodating and nice. Right, it's so lovely to go inside, and the security people are always accommodating and nice. Right, BD, oh my gosh, we're gonna do a spin around and watch really carefully. There are people getting married in this chapel right now. I love it for them, at the Guadalupe Wedding Chapel. I'm gonna go in close. This feels like Las Vegas almost. Oh, they just got married. Congrats. The laundromat I go to, I think it cost me like $12 or $13 to do 2 loads of laundry. And when I say 2 loads of laundry, I mean I'm talking about a lot of laundry. Towels and sheets and, you know. And the dryers are free. And that's the best thing because you can dry your stuff all the way. Hiya, how are you? Free dryers, and it's sparkling clean. Like there's a little, I don't know what the proper term is, I call it a laundress, but a laundress that keeps the place sparkling clean. It's open 24 hours, so I could launder day or night. The only thing that I hate about it is you have to purchase a card for $3. And if you lose that card, you lose that card. I haven't lost that card yet, but eventually I will. And I feel like the dryers are free, but the washes are like $5. In our building, it's like $3 a wash, $3 a dry, and the dry is only like 45 minutes. So it actually, I probably spend like $11 doing the laundry from home and $14 at this place, but it's clean and the washers are big. I hate the fact that you have to pay $3 for the card, though. That just feels rude, right? I'm already like wearing shorts. I've worn shorts twice this week. That'll lighten the load for sure. I feel like summer's already here in DT, in Los Angeles. I wear my jeans a few times before I wash them. You could file this under I can't wear a t-shirt too many times. I don't wear deodorant always, so you know, I remember things being kind of expensive in Hungary too, like prices being similar to prices in Austria, because everything in Hungary and Austria comes from somewhere else. And like they're sort of landlocked except for the river. I went to Czechoslovakia and it was very cheap. And when I left, it was the Czech Republic and Slovakia. It was two different countries, but it was still cheap. I entered Czechoslovakia, I left, and it was two different countries. I left as a stowaway on the train because my train pass no longer worked. One of many times I stowed away on a European train. I'm sure you can't get away with fun stuff like that anymore. There's cameras everywhere. Yes, thank you so much for being here today. We are in DTLA, a historic hotel row, Main Street, the lovely Barclay Hotel, or Hot, as it likes to be called. Just Hot.
De su mujer que no son. Yo es hija de ese güey.
I don't know what we use. It's something without aluminum in it. Because I think Joseph is. I'm sorry. I think Joseph is allergic to the aluminum, and it's like, is that weird that we both use the same deodorant? I mean, I guess not. But so I use whatever he's using, and it's some kind of natural deodorant. I feel like it's called Truly or Deodorly or something kind of fun like that. It smells like vanilla. I put that on maybe once or twice a week, but I do sweat. I don't sweat. A crazy amount, except for the summertime.
2378.
We don't use the same toothbrush, for sure. Look, it's the New York hat store. Imagine if hats was still a thing to wear. I would hate that. I mean, I'm wearing a hat right now, but the baseball hat's a little easier than a little easier than a fedora. Pikachu! Yeah, it's very New York down here. Oh my god, 10 degrees. I'm starting to get cold. It's 72, I think, here. I went to Beverly Center. I was asked to leave, but I've gone to Beverly Hills and Rodeo Drive also. I remember when I was a kid, growing up in New Hampshire, it would literally 40 degrees and I wanted to put shorts on and didn't want to wear a hat anymore, a winter hat. Didn't want to wear a coat. Now, if it's 40 degrees, I would like pass out like a cold-blooded reptile that I might be. In October, we went to 3 old cemeteries, and it was cool. I went to one, and the security guard drove up to me, and he didn't ask me to leave. He handed me this brochure. He's like, well, while you're here, take a look at this brochure. And I looked at the brochure, and I looked for it saying something like no filming, no photography, but I'm a dipshit, and I totally missed anything on that brochure, and I continued to walk around there filming everything I needed to film. And then as I left or on the way home, I read the brochure again, and it was not, we're not allowed to film there. And I did it in another one. And then I went to Hollywood Forever a couple times, and then one time they told me I couldn't. But I think that was because it was a Sunday, when there was a lot of, like, you know, stuff going on, maybe memorials. Not a great choice on my part.
Yeah, I've been doing that all my life.
That's crazy. That's strange. Peacocks are actually pretty aggressive, or can be pretty aggressive. I just try to not know the rules and then be polite about it, I guess. Moose Pikachu. All right, you guys, I want to take a second to thank you for walking with me today. I'm about to walk back to my train station and hop on the train and go home and make some dinner. Members, you're up first. Thank you guys for the backing, the support for the channel. We dropped a new members video about those pesky sidewalk stamps. I don't see one right now, but they're all over Los Angeles. I think they're all over everywhere, but they seem to have lasted here longer, probably because of the fantastic weather. So, new members video, another one this week, end of this week. So thank you for supporting those and the channel. We'll be live streaming tomorrow. And I think not the next day. Tomorrow is Tuesday, probably not Wednesday, but Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. One beach day, one hike day, Runyon Canyon hike day. The rest is up in the air. And we can figure out what we're gonna do. Oh my gosh, hey She Clicks Bricks, but thank you guys so much for walking along with me today. I think we've hit the 2-hour mark, so I can't, oh, I still can. Let's see. In a second I can. We're still thanking members. thank you guys so much for being here tonight. Fireworks, hearts. If you're watching later, feel free to leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome night. I did not turn my watch on, but we are at a little over 4 miles. We probably did about 5 and something. I can check later. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and chatting. Aw, kitties. You guys are really awesome. Good night, sweet dreams. We'll see you tomorrow on the live stream. Bye!